Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am back to kind of give an update, share where I'm at, what I've been doing, what I've tried, just, you know, a little mashup of what's been going on. So I have not filmed in about 2 months, reason being, honestly, fatigue has been exceptional, which I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you notice I sound tired or, you know, a little slower, the fatigue has been really profound. More than I've ever experienced in this whole journey. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about a few different detox protocols I'm doing at home. Show a little workout area where I'm trying to kind of rehab myself, and just kind of update you as to where I am. So last I came on here, I had talked about the diagnosis kind of broken down for my doctor and where we were at. So just to recap, we did find mold toxicity, which was specific to Ochratoxin A, Candida, Epstein-Barr virus. I have all 3 mutations for the MTHFR gene mutation, and parasites, bacteria, possible Sibo, leaky gut. That was kind of where we were at. When we had that kind of meeting of the minds, I did feel like, you know, in my gut, I just feel like we're missing something, because I know, again, how I feel. And I kind of feel like doctors are like healing partners. Like, they don't live every day with us. There's no way they can know, you know, the highs, the lows. There's no way. So I just kind of felt like, you know, I think there's something else. And I shared that with him, that my concern really is Lyme. And he said, well, you know, we need to eradicate the mold first. We can't do anything about the Lyme, even if it is there. So we'll kind of circle back to it. So I've been detoxing mold for about 3.5 months. The improvements so far are going to be my eye pain and eye floaters are gone. Occasionally I'll get a floater here and there. I notice it if I'm stressed, anxious, or fatigued. So it might be one here and there, but it used to be tons in my vision every day. I used to have extreme eye pain. So all of that is gone. I am walking steadier and straighter, if that makes sense, but slower due to the fatigue. So, you know, there's that. In addition to the eye pain and the kind of walking more stable being improved, the body pain is also improved. I still have a great deal of body pain, but it's nowhere what it was. It used to be a very rigid, sharp, stiff pain when I would move, and now it's more of like a achy, kind of migrating type pain. So those are the improvements. I'll be honest, they're very slight. I think when I went into this, you know, he kind of said, hey, 3 to 6 months, you're gonna be better. I should have known, you know, kind of with my story in my case, that that's really quick for how long I've been dealing with this. So, you know, I am feeling better in some ways. The fatigue is the biggest battle right now. It's been really difficult. Walking my dogs will just knock me out. Like taking a shower, that's pretty much my whole day right there. It does come in waves though, so I'll have, you know, days where I wake up and I'm like, wow, you know, and I can cook a meal and shower and do some detox things and find the energy to work out. And of course these workouts, I'm going to show you the workout room I've created. They're very mild. They're nothing like what I used to do, nothing with weights. So I'll cover that separately, but I'm trying to push through it, but I hit walls where there are days where I can't leave the bed. Even preparing myself food, which now with the mold issue is a must, that will wipe me out. It's exhausting. I'll be sweating. I'll be trying to breathe. With that being said, that's the hardest part right now is the fatigue. I can't say it enough. If there's one thing that is just killing me, it's that I've never experienced this level. The best way you can describe it is like if I'm walking and putting one foot down, I feel like my body is gonna collapse and just shatter into like a million pieces. It's the strangest thing feeling wise, because you really can't get your energy up. So that's been really hard. So with that being said, I did try a few things that were a little different than my plan with my doctor originally. So I went ahead and tried ozone therapy, and I don't know if I'm done with that or not. Really, it came down to cost. It was roughly about $500 a week, and that was only doing 2 treatments, one with glutathione as well. And it just became a cost issue. I mean, $2,000 a month, and that's not factoring in, the food I have to eat, the supplements I have to take, and my normal bills. I'm a single income household. So it really came down to how am I going to afford this, which, how do I live this way? How do I take on, $2,000 further in debt per month and make that work, and where I don't really feel I have all the answers at this point. So I went back to my doctor and I said, I want to do hygienics. I just, it's $1,500. Ouch. But I was like, I have to know, because I feel not better in a sense. I feel cleaner, and certain things have changed, and I would say that's down to like a cellular level, clearing out some mold, but I just feel it. As I've said in previous videos, I had the bullseye rash when I was 21. I had stayed in a motel with some friends. That really was not the best type of motel. And I had the bullseye rash, and at the time, I was young, and I just thought, if it was a tick bite, I'll get sick, I'll know, and I'll go to the doctor and get an antibiotic. I didn't really think deeply enough. So with that being said, that's where my concern comes from, that this may have been a factor, and it could have been dormant, and it could have been my mold or my breast implants, or my gene mutation, or the combination that eventually ignited Lyme. So I could receive that result any day between today and next week. So I will be back with those results. I'm pretty confident something will be there, but of course I don't know. But the thing that struck me is when he said, this is a mild to moderate case of mold. It's really not severe, and it's not black mold. So I just really don't believe I would feel this bad, and have the issues I've had for so long without there being another factor. It's kind of a catch up as to where I'm at right now. So as of right now, I've stopped all IVs until I get this result. I've looked into different therapies. If I do get the result, I'm not going to get too deep into that in this video in case I am Lyme negative. But I've looked at B-venom therapy, I've looked at rehab facilities, I've looked at people that specialize in neurological Lyme, which is what mine would most likely be classified as. So I'll probably gather information and go from there. But for the point of, I cannot use my insurance right now to help me. Right now I'm looking at upwards of 30 grand a year, and that's just not feasible, being a single income household. If you hear Theo eating in the back, he is crunching his kibble, but I'm not gonna hold him back, so sorry about that. So moving on, I wanted to briefly talk about a few things sitting behind me. I've been doing a few at-home detox methods. I've tried a bunch. These are my favorites. So the first thing that I've really gotten into, and this is again with the belief of rewiring the vagus nerve, which, lightly is a nerve that touches many points of the body. Brain, heart, lungs, liver. It's one of our main nerves. And I've been looking at how to reboot that essentially. So I do a gratitude journal. I now practice meditation, breathing techniques. I do all different things now, and that's kind of what it's circling. So I was looking into devices for meditation. I came across the Muse2. There are different models. There's the Muse-S, the original Muse, and the Muse2. This one just fit my lifestyle. It made a little more sense for me. I've tried meditating before, and you may think you're meditating, but you're probably not. This little guy, actually, you download the app. You can see that there are different sensors on the headband. You just turn it on, it connects to your app through Bluetooth. You put it on, just kind of like a little headband, and you adjust it, behind your ears. There we go, kind of like that. And then you can select your meditation, whatever you want to do, and it picks up your brain waves. And it actually scores you. You can see your actual brain waves, which is really cool, and it scores you percentage-wise for calmness, activity, and it kind of breaks it down. And then it's good. It rewards you when you do well, and it tracks your meditations. So it's really helped me a lot because I've watched myself grow as far as being able to meditate properly. I used to do just like breathing or breath meditations. Now I can do visualization techniques and meditations, which is really cool. So this thing for me has been huge. The other one that I'm really wanting to try and get is the Brain Tap. It's a bit more expensive. It retails at $650. And that one's kind of more goggles and sound, but it's all about rebooting the brain, rewiring. So that is one thing that I really have been liking. Okay, so the another method for a detox I've been doing is red light therapy. So mine is from the brand Mito Red. I will link everything below. This is the mini one, and it's a pretty good size. So just for reference of how big it is, this guy's the mini. I believe it was $250 or around that. It does have the near infrared and just the red light option, so you can turn one on and turn the other off. I use the red light all the time. It's really helpful. So many benefits. I will put articles below. But mainly for me and my purpose of using it, it stimulates the mitochondria in the brain, and a lot of what I have is neurological. So I'm really focused on that. Also just cosmetic things, that is not my focus, but it's great for anti-aging, skin rejuvenation, scarring, tons of benefits, but really I'm using it for a cellular approach. To healing and kind of helping out where I can, wherever my body is struggling or lacking. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to talk about, and I want to do a separate video on this, which I never thought in my life I would be wanting to film an enema video, but I do, because If my favorite form of detox now are coffee enemas. This is my tin, tubing is in here. I want to do a video on it because when I first heard of it, I was like absolutely never not doing it. And then finally I get to a point of desperation. I hear about it more and I'm like, okay, we'll do it. And if you know me, you know I'm the kind of person that jumps in with both feet. That's just who I am. I'm really not afraid of things. So I went for it, but of course the first time was so awkward, just a weird feeling. The whole thing is weird. But once you get over that hump of doing it and then realizing how your body responds, how to replenish, what to do, how to clean everything, once you become essentially an expert at doing it, it's so easy. I love doing them. I do them 2 or 3 times a week. Some people do them daily, but I will say my body struggles with the mineral electrolyte balance, so I do have to watch that. And when I show my supplement area, I'm going to talk about what I use to replenish. But I'm going to do a video on this. It's amazing. If you're kind of like on the fence about trying it, try it. I found several YouTube videos and people on Instagram that really are helpful. They're knowledgeable. It is not hard. Just do your research. Definitely don't just jump into it without looking into it. But if anyone would like an in-depth, video on this, how to set up, what to get, how to clean, everything, let me know below and I'm more than happy to film one. Okay, so another favorite detox method of mine. It's really not a big deal, and you guys have probably heard of it, but I didn't really. But like I said, there are days where the fatigue is so crazy. The idea of like doing a sauna or doing an enema, I can't do it. I could barely, make my meals for that day. There's no way. So easiest way for me to break a sweat and know that, okay, I accomplished some detox today, I will pop my charcoal pills and I will take a bath. So apple cider vinegar, Epsom salt. You can do essential oils if you want, and there's probably other recipes or whatever out there for this, but I do 2 cups apple cider vinegar, 2 cups salt, and then get in the tub first. And then you want to fill it as hot as you can stand it. So don't burn yourself, but this is not like an enjoyable bath. You want to get in there and feel like, okay, I'm here to sweat. That's your purpose. So basically you want to sit in there like 25-30 minutes and my face will be dripping, your body is sweating. After, you don't want to rinse it off. I wash my face to make sure any toxins are removed. But you want to leave it on, so I usually do this before bed, go to bed. I swear to God, I feel so much better every time I do this. You will not feel better right after the bath because the temperature, usually I'll feel really weak, fatigued, dizzy. I'll lie down in bed just in my towel after and kind of cool down. And then the next morning, I swear I feel really good. Big trick too that I've learned, kill, bind, sweat. Kill, bind, sweat. Yes. I didn't really know what that saying meant. It's kind of all over Instagram, and if you follow anyone that kind of is in a detox lifestyle, but your binders are going to be your best friends. So anytime you're going to be breaking a sweat, whether it's a detox bath, an enema, a sauna, a workout, whatever you're doing, pop some charcoal or whatever your binder of choice is, and that's going to grab any toxins moving around, and then of course we will excrete those. So those are kind of my at-home methods. Now I'm going to show you my kind of workout room, and that's going to be it for this video, and then I'll come back with the result. Okay, I hope that is clear. My eyesight is not the best on this camera. Okay, so this is my little workout detox room that I put together with my mom, so thank you, Mom. Obviously I got a little treadmill. I will link below. It's great. Let me get closer. You have your little control panel. It does tell you your heart rate, and then I like how on the handles you have your heart sensors here, and then your start stop and your speed and heart sensors on this side. It has a very slight incline, nothing crazy. I also got a rebounder on Amazon. Mine comes with a handle because you guys know I have vestibular and balance issues. So I cannot freely jump on here, but I do like quick feet, squats, knee highs. I do what I can do, and again, this is gonna help with retraining the brain and rewiring that vagus nerve. I have a little bench in the corner. That guy I use for working out. Let me try to get it to focus. Some very light weights in the corner. And then my sauna is on the ground. So I want to invest in a better sauna. But this, again, with the cost of everything, I think this year alone I've spent upwards of $12,000. So this sauna is really cheap. I'll link it below, and honestly it does the job. So that is this little room. And then I also have started investing in air purifiers. So I will link those below as well. You want to make sure yours has a HEPA filter and a charcoal filter to make sure you're really getting any spores or bacteria out of the air. So I'm gonna end this filming on my phone because I'm pretty sure my camera broke or something. Yay. But yeah, so I hope that was helpful. I know it's like when you're detoxing yourself and you feel like shit, it's so daunting and so hard to know what to do, what to not do, and how to read your symptoms. So hopefully that helps. If anyone has any questions, you guys know I am more than happy to share. I always put my email below if you're more private, or feel free to comment. And I will be back hopefully soon with some results and some new information. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.